Here's an update on the Shanquella Robinson case. This is Sunday, December 4th in the afternoon. We now know why Shanquella Robinson may have been undressed and appear to be dazed during the attack that happened in Cabo. According to her mother, Shanquella did not wear pajamas or a gown when she slept. That might explain why her mother believes that her daughter was lying in her bed peacefully in her hotel room when this vicious attack happened. Here's a recent news report with Nancy Grace, who's now following the case. Some of you all are struggling with whether to listen to vloggers who do entertainment and gossip news, or journalists or people that have a news team behind them. I would say that if you want to keep up with this case, check out Nancy Grace, a credible news source. Here's what's happening in the Shanquella Robinson case.
Do you have a little girl? Because I do. I've got a little girl and a little boy. Not so little anymore. And I gotta tell you, the time, the energy, the love, the worry, the money, the everything you pour into them to help them advance just one more step in life. I just want you to imagine this. I can hardly even say this with my daughter in my mind. You get your beautiful, wonderful girl through high school. She's fabulous. You get her to college. She's on the verge of graduating. So proud. She goes on a little girls' getaway, girls' weekend. Then you get a call that she's dead. Just let that soak in just for a moment. You get a call, your baby is dead. Because that is what happened to Miss Robinson, Miss Almondra Robinson. Her beautiful girl, the world in front of her, on the verge of graduating Winston-Salem State in business, goes away for a girl's getaway. And now she's dead. Not at the hands of some masked intruder, not a drive-by shooting, on a girl's getaway with her friends. How can she be dead? This is Crime Stories. Thank you for being with us here at Fox Nation and Sirius XM 111 with me, an all-star panel to make sense of what we know right now. But I want you to hear her mother, who is with us right now, as she was speaking to CBS.
I received a call on Saturday saying that my daughter was sick and that she had alcohol poison. But a doctor had never arrived, so I don't know where they had got the alcohol poison from. So at that time, they said a doctor was on the way to examine her, and she wasn't responding, as they told me. Said she was resting a little bit, but she wasn't all the way responding as normal. I told them to keep me informed, and I wanted to know why they couldn't take her to the emergency room. They said because they needed $5,000 cash to be seen in the emergency room. And I said, well, she has insurance. And they said they didn't take insurance by being out the country.
I mean, this girl actually worked in the insurance field. Everything that I just heard is a lie. Everything that this mother was told about the death of her baby girl is a lie. Assume nothing. When you go into an investigation, you believe nobody and no thing that you hear. How in the HELL is this girl resting as opposed to being taken down to the emergency room, to HELL with the price? She is dead. She is dead and was never taken to the ER. And I don't buy for 1 minute that this girl, this beautiful young 25-year-old girl, was resting. That's total BS. Now, listen to this.
I told them just keep me informed, and they did call back, but they still saying it was alcohol poison. So by later on that evening, they called and said that Shanquella had passed. And at that point, it just took my heart, crumbled up, just knowing my child was gone, and I couldn't get there to her, could not do anything. And they said the medics came, 3 medics came, and no one couldn't do anything to save her.
I'm so mad right now I could chew a nail in half. Joining me, an all-star panel to make sense of the facts as we know them right now, keeping in mind that everything we're learning right now is a lie. I want to go to her mother. I want to go to Shanquella's mother. With me, Mrs. Salamandra Robinson. Miss Robinson, I cannot tell you how sorry I am for what you and your family are going through. When I leave the children at school in the morning and I see that phone ring, I'm already in the car on the way because I know something's wrong. And I cannot imagine how you felt when you get a call that something is wrong with your girl and she's resting and she can't come to the phone to talk to you. Oh, hell no. What happened? Just take it from the top, if you don't mind, Miss Robinson.
Well, like I said, they was saying that she was resting and she wasn't really responding. That's why they called the ambulance. And when the ambulance got there, they said the ambulance was working on her. And as I got from reports saying that the ambulance was working on her for 2 to 3 hours, but no one ever decided to take her to the hospital.
Now, here's another thing. How can you be resting and unresponsive? Like when they did they try to get her to talk to you on the phone? Well, start at the beginning. When you get the call, where are you?
When I got the call, I was out eating.
Okay, so you were what, in North Carolina?
Yes.
So North Carolina time, it was what, 7 o'clock at night?
It would have been about 6 or 7.
Okay, so she is in San Jose del Cabo, Mexico. So that I think would have been 3 hours behind. Like they're on California time, correct?
Yes.
So 4 p.m. their time, 7 p.m. ish your time. You get a call, and who called you?
Shanquella Cook.
Who's that?
That's what been her best friend.
Did you say Shanquella Cook?
No, Shanquella Cook.
Oh, the man.
Yes.
And he was a friend of hers. He had gone on family vacations. You knew him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Were they romantically involved?
No.
Okay. Just a friend. Look, it happens. A lot of people can't believe that can happen. I've had a best friend since law school, a best friend man, study partners the whole way through. So it does happen. So Shanquella Cook is her friend, and he calls you, correct?
Yes.
And he says what to you?
That Shanquella wasn't feeling good. He thinks she had drunk too much. She had alcohol poisoning. And I said, what is alcohol poisoning? Because I didn't even know what alcohol poisoning was.
Okay.